Hi, my name's Jason from Mead Street Physio. Today we're going to be going through some taping techniques as part of this YouTube video to help you guys out there be able to tape various areas of the body. I've got my helper here, Jess, who's going to help us out. I'm just going to run through some techniques. So we're going to start with the ankle today. To tape an unstable ankle joint, we're just going to run through some tape that most of you can do out there. Depends on whether you're going to get someone to tape it for you or do it yourself. If someone's doing it for you, it's important that you keep your foot in a fairly neutral position, and that's to allow the ankle a more stable position. Okay, if you're taping it down in a foot down, a plantar flex position, it's much more unstable. So do have the foot up in a more neutral position there. Okay, you can see I've already added on Jess's ankle an anchoring strap which needs to be just above the malleolus, and that needs to be done quite lightly. So I'll get Jess to just hold your ankle up there, and what we're going to do is we're just going to add in some stirrups. The stirrups run usually from the medial aspect, inside ankle to out, and just running over the malleolus again. When you apply the tape, do use the heel of your hand just to run it over, just so to allow it to sort of stick a little bit better. So when you tear the tape, there's little perforations on the tape. You can actually just use your fingers to just tear down one of those lines of the perforations. And usually most of the tapes have got that these days. So if we just continue on Jess's ankle here, we've got another stirrup to do. Running now just forward, having your foot up, thanks Jess, and just overlying that. Generally, if you overlie the next bit of tape, probably about half the width of the previous one, that would work nicely. Just making sure we're trying to get most of the creases out, particularly when it runs underneath her foot, so that when she's running on the sporting field, there's no kind of lumps of tape there that are going to make either blisters or make it uncomfortable for her. So because Jess's ankle is quite unstable, we're going to put 3 stirrups on today, and we just run those progressively forward to the next, just guiding it with your hand to run it across the front of her ankle, and using those little perforations to tear off and guide those that tearing off. So we're just going to smooth that out with that ankle in neutral, looking good. Okay, then from there we're just going to do some figure 6s, which just again run down just in front of the medial malleolus here, or over the top of, and sweeping it forward and across her ankle. Okay, we'll do one the other way. When you do these 6s, it's important that you kind of direct the tape across her ankle joint. I'll actually do that medial one again. So we'll just run that forward and just bring it up and across. So it finishes like a 6. So if you can imagine a 6 this way and a reverse 6 across her ankle. Just check that tape is nicely sort of bonding to itself by heating it up, rubbing it over with the heel of your hand. Okay, so we've now got the tape so that we create a little kind of V shape at the top, and that allows Jess's foot to move in this plane, but we're stopping a lot of the unwanted side-to-side movement. Okay, when we do the next one, which is called a heel lock, this is actually the trickiest out of all of them, all of the moves of the tape to do. So what we do here is we just run it across the top of her ankle, around her Achilles, and lasso that heel and bring it up where we started. Okay, so that's locking in the heel this way. Bring it out and just lock that off. Then what we'll do is we'll do another one over on the other side. So again, we'll bring it across over her Achilles, wrap it around that heel, and bring it up to where we started. And those heel locks are really important because what they do is they create a lot of unwanted subtalar movement through the ankle joint, which creates a lot of these injuring forces. So we're now just going to lock that off at the top to make that so that it just doesn't peel down on itself. Again, just tearing off some tape and just tightening that up at the top with a nice loose anchoring tape there. Okay, so that should stop, and just assess it yourself. Make sure there is still a little bit of movement, because there needs to be for sporting activities, but a lot of that excessive movement has now been restricted with the tape. She can still move up in this plane of movement, dorsiflexion and plantar flexion, but it creates a lot more resistance with the side-to-side lateral movement. Okay, thank you.